Love. And I'll be honest, I haven't been casting enough PvP this patch. I'll be honest, intentionally so. Like, I usually avoid mirror matches when casting tournaments. I usually try to find some other, you know, more dynamic matchups. So I've been casting less than I usually do, and I feel like I crave it a little bit. Not gonna lie. Craving it, Pappy. But here we go. Spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ultra Love, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the Red Protoss, representing Twisted Minds. It is Classic. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the American Protoss player, the Blue Protoss. It is Astrea. Here we go. Now I wonder, did Astrea sleep? For those that are curious, this event, KSL, took place right after the Masters Coliseum Europe and Americas qualifier, which is where Astrea did qualify for the main event. So I hope he was able to get some sleep before the KSL. As we're setting up on Ultra Love. Now, Ultra Love is a very unique map in a sense that there is a ramp coming into the natural. Because of that, we have gate expanse. We have a gateway on the low ground. We can go straight into a faster Nexus. We'll see if Classic can get it down, as he's going to be denied. Yeah, throws down the gas in the main and the pylon. Yeah, both players will attempt to delay each other. So we have our gate into Cybercore. This should lead into a Stargate, followed by the expansion. Now, if we do go for a Stargate before Nexus, and if both players mirror each other, then Phoenix Wars. That's typically how things go here, as it's going to be the role of the opposing player to delay the expansion for as long as possible. That's why we usually see pylon blocks here at the natural. Zelts are on the way. Faster for Classic. Astrea, he does have the money. He wants the expand. Forced to make a Stalker. There's a pylon block. Has to throw down tech. Didn't want to. There's a Stargate opener for a Classic. And Astrea. Again, he did go for that earlier Stalker here instead of the Zealot. So Astrea, he is going to be delayed. Yeah, big delay here for Astrea. Ay, ay, ay. Basically, Astrea, he skipped the Zealot. He skipped the Zealot, which means a later cancellation of this pylon. Pylon even finishes. This is also more gas intensive. That means no Stargate. So Classic's build is looking much more comfortable, much more fluid. Neither player has expanded, but Classic, he's handling this, and he's going to be able to get into his first Oracle. Stargate is done. Expansion's been taken. The first Oracle's on the way. So much cleaner build here from Classic across the map. Astrea just now getting his natural. It's been a little bit more chaotic. Throwing down a second gateway. He does have his Stalker back at him to defend. He's going to have 2 Stalkers, 1 Sentry to defend against the Oracle. And we'll see if he can maintain himself. See if Astrea can hold on. Oracle moves out across the map. So far, the main base is secure. 2 Stalkers and 1 Sentry, but it's not about the first Oracle. It's going to be about the second Oracle. Second Oracle is also in production. Both players throwing down their Twilight Councils. Astrea dips in behind the mineral line. Oh! Is deflected, gets 1 probe. Will sustain a bit of hull damage. 1 probe goes down. Meanwhile, Astrea going for a proxy pylon. So he can reinforce across the map. Second Oracle has arrived. 2 Oracles, they can one-shot probes. They are spotted by the hallucination. Oh! Classic, he doesn't find a way in yet. Both players starting blink. Classic getting up to 3 gateways. 3 gates set up back at home. Still just keeping Astrea busy. Non-stop hallucinations. And I was curious here, Astrea, he does not go for the proxy Dark Shrine, goes to the Dark Shrine back at home. Bold move. And can Astrea deny that scouting? So far so good. Zones away the Oracles. Now, DTs can be really cheeky and really risky in this matchup. They can pop off. The problem here, as you can see, I mean, there is no Robo for Classic, but it does have the Oracles. It does have 2 Oracles. Now, if Astrea can snipe the Oracles, I mean, then different story. But Oracles, they can of course Revelate. There is detection available here for Classic. So DTs should not just end the game. Shouldn't. Here we go. Oh, it's the Overwatch man himself. War Buffle. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? Where is Yaku? Is he okay? What do you mean? He's in the chat right now. Hello, Yaku. Ay, ay, ay. True. It's the War Buffle. Good to see you. Good to see you. It's been a while. It's been a long time. Hope you're doing well. As DTs are warping in. Speaking of Phoenix, thank you so much for subscribing for 61 months, Este Phoenix. Oh my god. It's been a while, Pap. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Del Dutch God himself. Aha. Get that, get that. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're keeping safe. Classic does move out at the same time. DTs, they're going to be waddling in. Head towards the natural. Third base is going to be 9. Oh, there's going to be the cancel. But here come the Dark Templar. They waddle into the mineral line. We have one here towards the natural, one to the third. And so far we do have 7 probe kills. 7 up to 8. 8 workers going down. There's Revelation. Despite that, probes are still getting one-shots. And Astrea doing quite well for himself. Does take a worker lead. Another DT at the natural. They will be finally cleaned up. They finally go down. 15 probe kills in total. Ay, ay, ay. And Astrea takes a third. Now, the downside of what just happened, sure, that's good damage. Don't get me wrong. It's good damage. Astrea, he now takes a 5 probe lead here over his opponent. But Classic can make 3 probes at a time. He has an extra base. He has a third base operational. There's the chrono boost here to chrono out those workers. So Classic can recover. Can recover here. Trading with the army. Forcing back the Stalkers. Another DT waddles in. This time Classic is on point. We'll chase it down. Oh my god, everyone's in the chat. Oh god. War Buffle, Phoenix, and Kerwin? Este Kerwin. Ay, ay, ay. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yo, Out of Depth, episode 2? I'm sorry, episode 3? Let's go. As Astrea, he does pull Classic apart. He's in the main. Classic out of position. Third base under fire. Pylon goes down. Deep out the shield battery. And at the same time, the DC is wreaking havoc. GG gets called. Classic, he just cannot keep up. And Astrea takes game number 1. GG. Very impressive stuff here. Again, Astrea, he initially, I didn't think the DCs would do too much damage, but the DC harass continued for Astrea. Classic, he was trying to be active. He was in Astrea's face, had to race back home into the main base, into the natural. He was out of position, and Astrea, he went for the kill then and there the entire time. More DTs killing workers, more DTs wreaking havoc. The power of the Invisible Man is pretty good. It's pretty good, Pappy. GG, well played. Astrea does take a lead in the series. Now we're getting into game number 2. Let's go. $61 months is like 60 bottles of Elephant Bay iced tea worth of subs. Kerwin, why do you know the exact price of Elephant Bay iced tea? What's the story here? Is that what we've been drinking recently? What even is it? I didn't even know. Oh my god. I'm looking it up. It looks good. Is this the new carbonara? Let's go. As we're getting into game number 2 and spawning in the top left-hand corner of Whispers of Gold, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the red Protoss representing Twisted Mind, down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back. We'll see if he can survive the Invisible Man. It is a classic. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the American Protoss player, the blue Protoss, leading the series 1-0. Can he bring it home? It is Astrea. It's Max Angel. I'm Elephant Bay Ice-T's biggest fan. Okay. I don't think that's a thing here in Australia. Maybe it is. Elephant Bay Ice-T Australia. What's so elephant about it? Ah. Everyone's here today. How much baby oil is it? I feel like you should be able to answer that, War Buffalo. I feel like you're like trying to bait us. You know. It shouldn't even be a question. Oh my god. As for now, we do have Classic setting up a proxy in the center of the map. After falling to the DTs in the first game, it looks like we have a more aggressive follow-up here. Show us the Robo. Show us the one base all in. Huh. As Cybercore is now finishing up, Classic will be throwing down his tech of choice. Cybercore is done, double adepts are on the way, and there it is, there's the Robo. It's going to be a one base all in here from Classic. Astrea back at home going for a 2-gate opener, 2 gates into double Stalker. Probe moves out, and Astrea so far, he does not quite come across the proxy, moving out across the map instead. He will soon find out that the pylon is missing though, as we have our third pylon further in the main. This is a later scout for Astrea. True. Yeah, it is a much later scout. Going for a Stargate opener himself. Probe is going to be hunted down, which means he doesn't get into the main. Which means Astrea, he sees nothing. He sees nothing, he knows nothing. Moving out with his Stalkers, we'll check the more common Stargate location. Proxy Stargate, I mean. Confirms nothing here. And throughout all of this, the Robo now finishes, and the Immortal production has begun. Astrea, he's looking. And it looks like, oh, he's so close. You see it all around it. He does not quite come in. Yeah, does not scout the Robo, is barely hidden here. Hunting down the Adepts, opening up with an Oracle. Stalkers, they move out across the map. They confirm there is no expansion, there is no pylon. Things looking very suspect. Astrea taking his own base. And if he was where something was wrong, we'd be seeing a Phoenix instead, but he's going to be opening up Oracle. And now he knows. Now he knows what's going on. Stalker gets hunted down. Oracle will pick off one Adept. Triggering the shields. Going for the Sentry, but there's a Prism. There's more Prism, everything else gets saved. Classic moves out. The Oracle doesn't get much done. Only got through one Adept. Nice zoning here from Astrea, though. Zones away the Prism. Immortal gets 2. Takes down 2 Stalkers, takes down a 3rd Stalker. Oh, the save! Oh my god, Prism goes down, but the Immortal survives. The Immortal does live. Astrea, he's in trouble. He's lost 4 Stalkers so far. Denies a 3rd. Classic moving in. Proxy stays powered. Oh, let's go. The whole position. Does avoid the Stalkers. Astrea, he's holding on. Getting to his first Void Ray. Dies for the Immortal. Immortal goes down. Nice pickup. He gets 1. He gets 1, but he will lose all the Stalkers here. Nice trade from the Astrea. He does shut him down. Cleans up all the Stalkers, gets across the map, going for the stasis. Classic, no reaction. Doesn't react in time. Massive stasis goes off. Does get most of the mineral line. Meanwhile, the Void Ray does get picked up. Does fall. Nice force fields. Classic pushing in. He's committed. I mean, he was already all in. But now no economy. It's all or nothing for Classic. way up the ramp. Takes down the pylon. Slides the pylon. Depowers the gateways. There's only one gate behind this. Backup Void Rays on the way. Astrea going for another stasis. Let's go. No minerals. So far, the juggling is solid. Nice control here from Classic. Busting up the ramp. Takes out one Stalker. Takes out two. There's two left. Two Stalkers remaining. They're going to be focused on as well. Second Immortal does arrive. Who needs an economy? Fappy. Half a base all in. Let's go. The Immortal count's looking quite high. There is a Void Ray, though. There's a Void Ray on the high ground. Astrea, he's holding on. Show us not the stasis. Astrea holding onto the ramp. Another stasis into the main base. This time, Classic responds. Will pull away. Fool me twice. Never fool me again. Never again, man. Astrea Classical forces way up the ramp, going for the Void Ray. The shield battery doing what it can. Void Ray does survive, but what about everything else? Idol does crumble. And Astrea is being overwhelmed. Down to a single Void Ray. The Voids are being pulled. Two more Stalkers come in. But there's just too much firepower. The juggling is on point as well. GG gets called. Classic, he breaks through, and Classic ties up the series 1-1. We are going to the ace match. GG. GG, well played again. Classic preserving those immortals for so long in that game. Likewise, depowering the gateways, shutting down the gateways themselves. We saw that Astrea, he just barely really didn't have an army to work with. Had a Void Ray here or there, but every time they were focused down, he was never able to build up a massive critical amount of Void Rays. Likewise, it was also really rough to see that Astrea, he wasn't able to quite realize what was happening until it was in his face. So a bit of a later response, later reaction to the all-in. And with that, we're going to the ace match. We're going all the way to game number 3. Let's go. I don't think Elephant Ice Tea is big anywhere. Oh no. It's not even big in Germany, but boy does it deserve to be. Does it? I don't think I could even get it here in Australia. But you know what? You know what, Kerwin? Off of your recommendation, if I ever see it on the shelf, I'll get some Elephant Ice Tea. I'll drink like an elephant. It'll be amazing. As we're getting into the ace match and spawning in the bottom right hand corner of a Neon Violet square, we have our South Korean Protoss player for Twisted Minds. It is Classic. Tying up the series, of course, in the ace match and spawning in the top left hand corner, we have the American Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, being forced into the ace match. We'll see if we can bring it back. It is Astrea. Go. As we suddenly find ourselves on the largest map in the map pool. Welcome back, one and all, to Neon Violet Square. Now, despite this being a large map, I'm curious if either player does go for any kind of macro play. We've seen a lot of aggression from both sides. Of course, the one base all in last game from Classic. Meanwhile, game 1, we had Astrea being the aggressor himself, going for a DT based opener into a 2 base all in. Meanwhile, despite the ramp coming into the natural, because of the more intense wall that's going on here, it looks like Classic, he will go for the 2-gate opener on the high ground. Likewise, so does Astrea. This makes sense. This does make sense, as opposed to on other maps where you would usually have the high ground advantage. That is not the case here on Neon Violet Square, because you can always proxy here on the right-hand side. You can always proxy elsewhere, and then you're on the same point of elevation as your defensive structures. Classic going for a fake proxy pylon. Does set up. Pylon gets placed. Did I say fake? Hello, Classic. Bienvenidos. Cybercore is done. Do we go for the Stargate? We do. It's going to be a proxy Stargate opener. This is not an all-in, but this is an aggressive start. The goal here is to proxy an Oracle, get across the map, get into the mineral line, and wreak havoc. This is to get economic damage done. And behind this, Classic should expand. Meanwhile, Astrea just going 2 gates into an expand himself. Will take a faster natural. Does open sentry. That means hallucination scout. That means we might come across the proxy itself. Or at least should confirm that the pylon is missing. But it is a very large map. Not easy to find the proxy. Classic does check himself, looking for a proxy Stargate. We'll confirm there is none, at least not yet. Orko dips in. Sees the pylon, sees there is no expansion, which means the money has to be spent somewhere. Something is wrong. Astrea has a shield battery at the natural. Her shield battery in the main is concerning. Spots the expansion. Again, he knows it's late. Hello, they shade in. They shade into the main base. Probes are going to be going down. He gets one, he gets two. He gets three. Does he get four? Oh. Barely not. 3 probe kills. Stargate. Shield battery in the main base for the proxy Stargate. Not quite ready. Oracle dives in. And Classy gets 2 more probes. That is 5 in total. 5 workers go down. Oh, shield battery gets cancelled. Bold move here by Astrea. Very bold move. I mean, we're getting up to 2 oracles anyway. Damage was already done. As the oracle finds a way in. Gets a probe. Second oracle dives into the main base. Astrea, he's out of position. Oh no. Probes are going down. Astrea being pulled apart. He's all in. He's committed. He has to go across the map because this is far too much damage. We're getting up to 15, 16 probes go down, and here we go. It's all or nothing for Astrea, pushing up the ramp. On the high ground, what do we have? We have 2 stalkers, 2 adepts, and we have shield batteries on the way. Astrea forcing his way in. Gets a stalker, gets one. Takes down one, takes down the other. Shield battery's not done in time. Not bad. Oh, but now they finish. Now they do finish up. And now Classic can hold. Takes down the stalker. Can take down the others. Second shield battery is now done as well. Astrea needs more damage. Oh god. As Astrea will lose most of his army. Sentries as well. Does trade. Gets a stalker. But the oracles are still up and running. They're gonna get even more damage. 3 more probes, 4 more probes. Oh, 5, 6, 7. Oh, no, quite 7. There we go, 7. This one oracle has 16 probe kills. That is insane. 23 workers going down in total, and with that, Classic takes a massive economic advantage. Getting to Immortals, and Astrea is just in a rough position here. And again, long rushes by ground. Like, it's a large map. He's going to move out now, but it's going to take far too long. There's already 1 Immortal. Shield battery's gathering energy once again. Classic, he does find a sentry. And Astrea, he's got to go. Yeah, throws down a proxy pylon to reinforce on the front lines. Knocking down the rooks. We'll push in. Force fields are brutal. Slicing up the army. Immortal gets trapped. Shield battery not quite within range. The Immortal is going to go down, but oh my god, takes out most of the stalkers and survives. The Immortal lives. GG gets called, and Classic, he will hold, he will defend, he will survive, and take the series 2-1. GG. GG, well played. Just a really rough start for Astrea. Again, he did miss the proxy. Took him a little bit too long to piece it all together. His shield battery was too late. Because of that, he did lose far too many workers. Then the Oracle harass just stacked up more and more. And Astrea was, he was pulled apart. He was forced into an all-in. He was too far behind economically. The Oracles did cripple him, and in the end, did not have enough. GG, well played. Classic will take the series. And with that, we have our semi-finals ready for us. Okay, we have 2 series before us. It's going to be a PvP between Zaun and Hero, alongside a PvZ between Classic and Dark. Oh boy. Here we go. Again, the Gumiho did go down to Zound, of course. Astrea went down to Classic, and they have both gone into their respective semifinals matches. We are going to be going on a short break here, as we are nearing the halfway mark of the broadcast. So we're going to be going on a short break. When we come back, semifinals will be upon us, followed by the grand finals. See you soon. See you soon.